Now, I had anxiety for 10 years, and shame was one of those things that I wish someone had told me sooner on how to fix. We're going to talk about what shame actually is, the root of shame, how to address shame using RAIN and the intricacies and the sort of differences, what you most want to hear, and slowing down shame driven behaviors. So, what is shame, right? Like, what actually is shame? So, shame says, I am bad, not I did something wrong. So, it's kind of like, I Googled the symptom when I told myself I wasn't going to. Because I Googled the symptom, it's not that hey, I did something wrong. It's I am bad because of it. Me as a person is bad because of it. So shame is actually tied to your identity because you believe something is wrong with you. And this can hide not just like labeled as shame. This comes through as perfectionism, anxiety over things, an anxious attachment style, anxiety in relationships, self-criticism, and also where you're even just trying to be perfect at healing, trying to do too much. Even that has roots of shame. And what is the root of shame? Like what causes shame? Here's what's crazy that your therapist probably won't tell you, which is that shame is universal, which means everyone experiences it. The person I respect the most when it comes to shame is someone called Chris Germer. And spoiler alert, the solution to shame is self-compassion meditations, which is why I have the compassion awareness course. So shame just comes from you wanting to be loved and you wanting to be accepted. Let me give you guys an example. Let's go back to school. Let's say you mess something up in class. You get in trouble for it. That you feel like the students are judging you, feel like you disappointed the teacher, your parents. You feel shame. Why do you feel shame? Because you just wanted to be loved and accepted by your students, by your peers, by the teacher, by the families. It's just you actually wanting to be loved and accepted. It's just a part of you that wants to be loved and accepted. And you want to really understand that because this sounds simple, but it's so important. You have to take away the whole thing that the shame is a bad thing, that shame is like a bad feeling to feel. Shame is actually just the part of you that wants to be loved and wants to be accepted, just like every single one of you on this call, just like every single human being on this planet. So there is nothing wrong with you. It's just a part of you calling for connection. Now, how can we use working with shame and apply rain to it? 99% is going to be the same. So recognize, where the fuck do you feel shame in your body? Is it in your chest? Is it in your belly? Is it in your back? Notice where you feel it in your body. Two, allow it to be there. And for shame specifically, I like taking your hand and just gently placing it wherever you feel it. Let's say it's in your chest, just gently placing it on your chest. Maybe giving it a few taps or gentle rubs and just giving it permission to exist. What would it be? What would it even feel like if this emotion, this feeling was allowed to be there? Then three, investigate. So, hey, what does this feel like? What thoughts are coming up when I feel this emotion? Just being curious. Hey, what's actually coming up? And then N, nurture, offer compassion, offer warmth. What would it be like if you were to comfort yourself right now? Like, you're enough. You're okay. You just want to be loved. It's okay. And genuinely, really, really meaning it. Not like saying, hey, you're enough. You're okay. Blah, blah, blah. Waiting for this to work. Not like that. It's like, hey, like if you were to look someone in the eyes and say something you really meant, how would you say it? Saying it like that, saying it with love. Now, this is what you most want to hear. So you want to ask yourself, hey, if what did I wish someone had told me? Because the thing is, you probably feel shame because of some sort of habit you do, some sort of trauma, some sort of voices in your head that came from toxic friends, toxic parents, whatever it may be. Whatever made you learn shame, rewire that to, hey, what did I wish someone told me instead? What did I wish someone would say to me every time I messed up, if I'm, let's say I'm trying to be a perfectionist, instead of me trying to be perfect, because if I don't do it perfect, then it's not good enough. What would I rather believe? What would I rather say to maybe it's okay? Maybe it's okay if it messes up and I'll love you either way. You're safe. You want to speak these words inwardly. So this is kind of like the end part of nurture, but doing it through I and meaning it, like really, really meaning it. Not just saying it like, hey, if I did believe this, what would that even feel like? What would it even feel like to be seen? And I was saying this to someone today in the group because we were talking about kind of like toxic parents. Here's what's crazy and that can help you heal 10x faster. Be the parent you wish you had. Be the sister, the brother, the friend that you wish you had for yourself, and especially for yourself when you feel shame. Cool. Now, this is key, right? This is key if you want to like stop feeling shame, stop feeling guilt. Shame is different from guilt, right? Guilt is like I did something wrong and I feel guilty about it. Shame is like you are bad, you are wrong. Like, oh my God, I messed up, you are wrong. And if you guys are kind of listening to this and watching this and kind of thinking like, I'm not really sure what shame is, and I don't know like how shame kind of looks like. So see when you do something that you knew you weren't supposed to do, or you're criticizing yourself for how you acted, or you replay memories in your head of what you should have done or shouldn't have done, or you are trying to do a future thing and you're like trying so hard to get it right and you're trying to be a perfectionist and you're not willing to let go of control. All of those things are shame. Because if you feel like, hey, if this thing goes wrong or I fuck up in this sort of way, and as a result, you criticize yourself, you judge yourself, you think other people are judging you. Like another way to rephrase shame is you judging yourself through the eyes of others. So it's like, hey, oh my God, they're not texting me back. They must not love me. Or they're texting someone else. Oh my God, I'm having an anxiety symptom. What if other people see me? What if other people see me panicking? What if they see me as weak? All of that is shame. And the other thing you want to identify, which is key to fixing this and healing this part of you, is identifying what you do as shame driven behaviors. This could be you overworking. This could be you hiding. This could be sugar. This could be social media. This could be porn. This could be a drug. This could be avoiding things. This could be isolating yourself in your room. What do you do to get rid of shame? What do you do to actually fix it? Like, quote unquote, fix it or distract yourself? And the thing is, if, like, let's say I'm trying to quit, I'm trying to go on a diet. And I've been on a healthy diet, Monday to Friday, Saturday comes around. I can't say no to a pizza and I have the pizza. I feel really bad that I've ate the pizza. And I start thinking to myself, oh my God, you fat fuck. Like, why couldn't you just say no to the pizza? You always do this, you mess it up. And then what do I do to make myself feel better tomorrow? I eat more pizza or I eat more junk food. So shame actually keeps your patterns going. So you want to kind of identify, hey, what do I do to get rid of shame? And obviously break that pattern. So it's like, okay, I reach for the cookie jar. Can I get rid of the cookies in my house and can I apply rain instead when the shame happens? Your awareness is what's going to break the cycle. But if you don't know what you do when shame happens, the next time you kind of feel like you did a bad job or you're not good enough, notice what you do as a result in the following minutes/hours. All right, guys, cool. Let me come back to you guys. Now, before I kind of go around the room, I just want to do a quick guided meditation on shame specifically. And hopefully, you guys can do this with me if you can. So, as always, just if you're moving, see if you can slow down and see if you can just close your eyes and see if you can just take 3 deep breaths. Take an inhale like you're smelling some flowers, and then take an exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Doesn't matter how long the inhale is, doesn't matter how long the exhale is. Just do it slowly and gently at your own pace. So inhale like you're smelling a flower, and then exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Just do one more. Inhale again, and then exhale like you're blowing out a candle. And I want you to just gently scan if there's any tension in your body, maybe in the face or chest or belly. And if you do notice anything, just see if you can invite it to soften. Now I want you to bring to mind something that makes you feel shame. This could be something really simple like, hey, I spent too much time on my phone today. It could be I did a habit I wish I didn't. It could be an embarrassing moment in the past. Just anything where you felt like you didn't perform how you were supposed to, where things didn't go as it was supposed to. Now, you can think of trauma, but if this is your first time doing it, I would suggest taking it easy and just think of something where there's like slight embarrassment. This could be you forgot someone's name, you spilled a drink on yourself in public, it could be anything. Just pick one thing and just bring it to mind. Think of the people, think of the emotions, think of the acts and actions taken by you. Just put yourself in that scenario again. And as you're doing this, you might notice a subtle emotion show up in your body. Just see if you can recognize that and notice, where do you feel it? Is it in your chest, your face? Just notice where you feel it. If you find you can't locate anything, see if you can bring back the situation that made you feel shame. For a lot of people, it's in the belly, maybe the chest, maybe the face. And once you've located it, see if you can kind of just take your hand and your palm and just put it on that part of your body. Maybe just gently rub or tap that part of your body. Almost like a, hey, I got you. And just notice what that does. Notice what that feels like. And now see if you can experiment with letting this emotion in as if it's supposed to be here, as if it's allowed to be here. reminding yourself that this is just a part of you that wants to be loved and accepted just like everyone else. Just see if you can almost feel into it and just feel what happens to the shame when you let it be there. If you're struggling with this, you can gently notice the breath, and then in a very light way, see if you can breathe with the part of your body that you feel the shame. And just see if you can invite that part of your body to soften just a little bit more. See if you can let that part of your body soften with just an exhale. And just notice what happens to the shame. We're not trying to get rid of anything here. We're just noticing what happens if I let this in. And now, well, letting your hands stay there if possible. See if you can say something kind. If you were trying to cheer someone up, or someone you love, or a 6-year-old you made this mistake, what would you say? What words would be like honey to your ears? Maybe something like, hey, I forgive you. You're enough. It's going to be okay. And just see if you can softly repeat whatever words you'd like, or you can use mine in the voice of your mind. It's almost like if you loved this feeling, if you loved shame, what would you say? And just notice what happens to this feeling in your body as you give it compassion. What happens? All right, guys, you can come back to me. So that was just kind of like a mini practice on shame. So to summarize, notice where you feel it, put your hand on it. So in reality, you wouldn't have to think of the situation that made you feel shame. You would just do it or it would happen. And then you would notice the sensation in your body, put your hand there, breathe with it, allow it, accept it. Sounds simple, but it's kind of hard to allow and accept that feeling, in the beginning at least. And then say something kind. And do this over and over and over again, because shame cannot exist where there's compassion. Shame cannot exist where there's compassion.